Final Fantasy XIII-2, the story so far.
Kupo! We have to figure out the labyrinth.
You'll be sure to arrive in the future you want. This must be the eclipse.
You know what this is?
Human society continues.
That building over there is part of the Padra ruins. You should take a look around if you have the time. The Padra ruins are the focus of the Academy's current investigation. You'll find some of the Academy's higher-ups visiting the ruins. I heard a rumor that an incredible discovery was made at the Padra ruins a short while ago. That building over there is part of the...
Wait.
Good work, everyone!
There must be a reason for it to have occurred in this particular place.
Maybe something important hidden here.
The legends say the Foul Sea was looking for that which was lost. Could be the thing it's searching for is in these ruins.
Then I guess we better start searching ourselves.
This area is closed off because of the powerful paradox effect. We don't know much yet, but we do know it's dangerous. I recommend the Padre ruins to visitors. They are at the top of the hill over there. This area is off limits.
A little darkness can't stop me. I light up the room with my luminous character. I know it's a little dark in here, but I paid my electric bill.
Are we not allowed to go inside?
I'm very sorry. Only persons on official Academy business are permitted beyond this point.
Oh.
Official business!
What?
Don't hurt yourself! You want me?
Heal us, please. damn. Such horrible heels. Heal, bitch. Stupid freaking cat thief can't freaking heal. Are you serious? How do we get to this fight? All of a sudden it's like extremely difficult. Everybody done? Wait, why is this fight like extremely difficult? How do we get to this all of a sudden? I wish they would explain to you what you're actually getting. What bonus boost? Stupid fucking cat teeth. Oh shit.
sorry. Only persons on official Academy business are permitted beyond this point.
Oh.
Official business!
Heal maybe? Can't see. Like, heal? It doesn't heal. It just doesn't know how to heal, I guess. How is this bitch not know how to freaking heal? Jesus Christ. Can't see. It's ridiculous. It doesn't heal at all. It's bullshit. Heal. Heal. wipe every other attack. Fucking bullshit. I guess they thought that at this point that people have like farmed the shit out of the game or something. It doesn't make any sense. This is like really early. Yes, land shatter. Now we're dead. And then our healer doesn't heal. That's the worst part about this.
Monsters like these are cornered, they cause a space-time vortex to appear. An electromagnetic shock usually shuts them down. It's been a while, Sarah.
Is that you?
I'm grateful you remember me.
Who's this?
Oh,
Director of Academy Research, Team Alpha. Best I'm at your service. And you must be Noel.
Nice guess. Who told you?
You appeared here with Sarah some years ago at the Brescia ruins. Subsequently, we analyzed the gate and forecast your reappearance at this location. To be honest, I didn't really believe that time travel was possible. But here you are. I'm really glad you're safe. For me, it's as if time has stopped. Everyone I knew is gone.
From your point of view, it's been years since you last saw Sarah.
Not just Sarah. Snow as well. And Saz and his boy. You all disappeared from my life. It's been 10 years now.
I never thought...
When the paradox occurred some years ago, I thought if I could solve it, maybe you would all come back.
There you are! What were you thinking? Taking off and leaving me all on my own.
It was a shock seeing Hope grown older than me. But he was still the same Hope I knew. Lightning, Hope listened to my story without saying a word. I told him about how I'm the only one who remembers your smile on the plane of Grand Pulse. I told him about how Snow set out to try and save you and Camille and Fang. And I told him about Noel. Noel from the future.
There's something I want to show you both. We can continue our conversation as we walk.
I'll show the way.
Shall we?
They've been fucking.
Tell me, Hope, what made you join the Academy?
A sense of duty. Vanille, Fang, Lightning. They turned to crystal so that we might live. It was an enormous sacrifice.
My sister and the others. I think they wanted to preserve life. They gave us a chance to live again.
Hope Astime is young leader within the Academy. Along with Lightning and Snow, he was also one of the former listee responsible for saving Cocoon. Hope studied tirelessly and skipped several grades in the pursuit of his degree. He has been a part of the Academy since its inception and rose to the top of its leading research team within a few short years. From his experience with fighting fal'Cie, Hope has developed a strong belief that scientific knowledge will be the key that grants mankind independence. The young Einstein has gained attention as the main advocate of the Academy's ideals. Saz is one of the former lessee responsible for protecting Cocoon, with a chocobo chick as his constant companion. This courageous father threw himself into battle to rescue his son Dash from a fate worse than death. In his regular occupation, Saz works as a top-class pilot. He continued to fly airships after the fall of Cocoon, but one day he simply disappeared along with his son. Alyssa has been promoted to Hope's main assistant and is the foremost researcher in the field of time gates and paradoxes. It was her report on the events that took place in Brescia Ruins in 5AF that caught Hope's attention and led to her rapid rise in the Academy. I thought it was her below job that helped with the rapid rise. Rapid rise is on Hope's part. There are some who believe she is using Hope to further her own ambitions, but her knowledge of space-time theory is such that the young director he entrusted something, entrusts her with an entire branch of research. Aloedai fragment. Aloedai is the mortal enemy of the giant Gog-Magog. The legends say that in order to exact revenge against Gog-Magog, who had caused him to be banished from his own land, Aloedai cursed Gog-Magog to wander forever in the rifts between eras. Aloedai loathes all things that live in this world, and when he is defeated, he twists the surrounding space-time in an effort to take his enemies with him into death.
Changed at all.
I hope not. And here we are, meeting in ruins again.
Ruins are places where memories gather like dust. So many layers of time. Probably the easiest place for a paradox to occur.
We've made significant progress these past 5 years. This is the front line of paradox research.
This eclipse is so unusual.
They put the future in our hands. We're in a position to build a society based on human technology. No longer subject to the whim of the fal'Cie. That's the gift we've been given. It must be confusing to suddenly skip 7 years.
Has the Academy figured out what the paradoxes are?
To put it simply, they're temporal overlaps.
The past and the future mixing together?
Exactly. I've been studying possible connections between the paradoxes and the disappearance of my friends. But it was only recently that I realized something. That the phenomena transcended time.
Oh, you've been at this for years.
Yes, but now one of those friends is here in front of me. And the discoveries we've made will benefit not only the Academy, but the future of humanity.
We've made significant...
Guests of yours, Director? Watch your step in there.
Thank you.
Isn't the Academy a research institute? Why do you need so many soldiers?
Without the fal'Cie around, we have to be able to protect ourselves. And that means guns.
The time distortions spawn hostile creatures. Until we can resolve the paradox, we need military force to repel threats. These armed patrols are essential for our safety.
You've been cleared. Head on through.
wish you'd said where and when you were from the last time we met. The whole place was in an uproar after you suddenly disappeared. I'm so glad Mog is still with you. I like him. The whole place was in an uproar after you
A great many things have happened.
This is some kind of ancient city, right?
The city of Padra, or so we believe. It was the center of a great kingdom built by a nation known as the Farseers.
The Farseers? You're telling me there used to be enough of them to build this entire town?
According to our research, we believe they constituted an entire nation. A polity that was ruled by a Cirrus.
Can you see me now? Standing here in this place?
So this nation, Padra, their leader was a Cirrus, right?
Yes. The Cirrus would read the fates, see the future, and guide her country.
I can't comprehend how people used to live here.
Here,
Thanks.
you've traveled through time. I suppose it's not surprising you know about these things. The power to rule was passed down from one Cirrus to the next. She was always called Yule.
If they could read time, why did they die out? Surely they could see the danger coming and do something to avoid it. No, they were destroyed because they could see the future. Why?
The Cirrus Yule foresaw the future destruction of this city. Some citizens wanted to try to avert the disaster. Others felt that they should simply abandon their homes and run. A few fell into despair and took their own lives. The divided populace clashed. The nation was torn apart by civil war.
Being able to see the future is awfully dangerous. It can mess with people's heads.
Tell me about it. The nation fell apart, and the survivors fled into the wildlands, avoiding contact with others.
Huh. So you know the story.
Oh! Come on, Director Hope! I want to show them! It's okay to show them, isn't it?
This way. Here. This is what lies at the heart of our paradox. The Oracle Drive. We've been giving it careful study.
But how did you...
Wait. You know of these devices?
Oh, well, yeah. I've heard of them. In books and stuff.
The Oracle Drive appears to be some kind of recording apparatus from ancient times. We've excavated a number of the devices. However, the recordings depict things that cannot be possible. Perhaps you should see for yourselves.
This is how it works.
Was excavated from an ancient part of the ruins. We used carbon dating methods to determine age. The device and the recording stored within are several centuries old.
But it shows lightning.
Someone in the past recorded this vision of the future. Perhaps it was the Seeress Yule herself. What we're concerned about, however, is this. You'll have to excuse the image quality. Yes, I think so. We need to conduct further analysis to be certain.
Is it broken?
No. We've tested both device and data, and everything is nominal. Yet, when we try to view the recording, we get this. Perhaps it's not the recording that's broken. It's the immediate space-time in which we are located.
You mean it could be the paradox? Because the surrounding space-time is twisted, that might be directly affecting the device. So, if the paradox is eliminated, space-time will return to normal. Then we could see the prophecy and find out where my sister is.
Yes, I believe so.
Right.
Here.
An artifact.
This object serves as a key, is that right? We tried to make it work ourselves, but with no success.
Yeah, we can use that to travel across time.
Then you may have it. I think it'll be far more useful to you than us. Here.
During the years that passed as we traveled outside time and space, Hope had devoted himself to his research, trying to unlock the mystery of the paradox. If the gates are the cause of the puzzle, they might also be the key to unlocking it. But I wonder, am I getting closer? Will I find lightning in the end?
Time to find that gate.
It was in the ruins. On a method that would let us travel into the future.
Can't you just use the gates?
A method that doesn't require any special abilities like you guys have. In a powerful gravitational field, the flow of time slows down. You could go to sleep for a day, and outside 100 years would pass. It should be possible to build a device to exploit that effect.
If you pull it off, maybe we'll meet in another era.
So, did you figure out where the gate was located? So, did you figure out where...
You understand why I wanted to show you the Oracle Drive?
I think I do. You've been looking for lightning too all this time.
Yes, it's not much of a clue, but I thought you should see it all the same. And I wanted you to see how far we've come.
Hope, have you ever heard of Valhalla?
I've seen the name in the Badraan texts we recovered. A forgotten region, I think.
Was there anything more? That's the place where Noel met lightning.
I'm sorry. We've only been able to decode fragments. The only other thing we found is a reference to some invisible or unseen realm. We've still barely scratched the surface here. The Oracle Drive is my main field of research. I'm curious to see the uncorrupted images. I wonder what sort of person was this Seeress. We've still barely scratched the surface here.
So, did you figure out where the gate was located?
They found traces of what looks like a large-scale battle in these ruins. They uncovered piles of bones that were all scratched up.
People in the past had to live through some tough times.
That's right. And it also looks like they were fighting their own kind, not outsiders who had come to raid their town. The group that stayed on Cocoon and the ones who moved to Pulse aren't on great terms. If things escalate, we might have another war. People fighting against each other in a time like this is just plain stupid. We can't seem to stop it from happening. Everyone seems to be supporting the Academy, probably because their inventions helped make our lives more convenient. But it'll only take one catalyst for the people to revolt against the Academy. The group that stayed on Cocoon and the ones who moved to Pulse aren't on great terms. If things escalate, we might...
The Academy's troops are made up mainly of former Sanctum soldiers. My commanding officer even fought in Cocoon's capital city. I moved to Pulse when I was just a kid. I don't remember much, if anything, about life on Cocoon. The older folks are always going on about how much they miss life on Cocoon. I can't empathize with them. In my opinion, living on a world that's floating in the sky is not only dangerous, but downright scary. I moved to Pulse when I was just a kid. I don't remember much, if anything, about life on Cocoon.
I'm collecting parts for my computer terminal. Got any, I'd be happy to buy them from you. What I really want to get my hands on is the battery used for one of the older models, like the kind they used on Cocoon. It wasn't a very popular model, so the parts are scarce. I saw it in the store window once. I got excited and ran in, but it turned out that the item had already been bought. Really? You'll help me try and find the battery? It might be an impossible task. I already called every store in the book with no luck. If you say you can get your hands on it, I'll believe you. Thanks for doing this. You want to know what I'll be using it for? I'm a collector. I want to get my hands on all the retro electronics I can. I'm looking to obtain the battery of the older model terminals. I'm willing to pay whatever it takes. It's been 10 years since they stopped producing that model. No wonder the parts are so hard to find.
Turn a blind eye and they're already slacking off.
Time travelers? Really?
If I could go back in time, I'd go back 10 years ago and try to stop Cocoon from falling out of the sky. Although, I guess that would mean we would be under the Fal'Cie's rule again. The people who work for the Academy aren't perfect. I know they've made quite a few errors in judgment. The reason the Academy has gotten to where it is now is not because mistakes weren't made, but because they learn from their mistakes. Mistakes help people grow, and that's how advances in civilization are made. But saying that, there are some things in the world that shouldn't have happened, and that can't be undone. The people who work for the Academy aren't perfect. I know they've made quite a few errors in judgment.
I remember back when I enlisted.
This place is starting to grow on me.
We haven't identified any signs of danger at present. We are here to protect everyone should anything happen. I hope this allows you to focus on your work. In today's world, being a soldier seems like a dull occupation. But I don't mind, because that just proves how peaceful things are right now. We haven't identified any signs of danger.
I hope he's behaving himself at home.
Oracle Drive are ancient image capturing devices found across the breadth of Grand Pulse. They appear to hold the vision seen by the Hadrian seers. Images that depict the future as seen from that time have been proven to be accurate. An Oracle Drive was discovered near the Hadrian ruins by Hope and his team of researchers. Due to the appearance of several gates in the area, the scientists are focusing on the relationship between the drive and the paradox effect. Centuries in the past in Grand Pulse, a people known as the Farseers built the prosperous city of Padra. They flourished under the guidance of the seers, whose prediction of the future guided the growth of their civilization. After the War of Transgression that took place between Cocoon and Pulse, it is thought that the Farseer civilization died out. Another theory suggests that the people of Padra became a nomadic tribe and still roam the wilds of Grand Pulse.
better at night, so I wouldn't mind if daytime never came. I get so many great ideas and inspirations at night. Melissa was chosen to be the director's assistant because of her work involving the Paradox investigation. I can't begin to imagine what it would mean for the person who resolves this entire situation. I work better at night, so
Rector S9 is the personification of the Academy's ideal. No more relying on the fallacy. The Academy is becoming more and more influential. Over there, bud. Although some dislike the politics of scientists. So that's where.
I get so many great ideas and inspirations at
If only the paradox would get resolved.
Melissa was chosen to be the director. You can't begin to
The creatures that appear due to the paradox are foreign indeed. It's like the laws of physics don't even apply to them.
So they're from a different world. Maybe from Valhalla.
Whatever the case, it's all conjecture. We don't have enough samples to prove anything. Creatures of the paradox disappear when they're brought down. That's the main reason we're having a hard time finding out anything about them. If you ever have any free time, I'd love to hear your thoughts regarding these monsters. One of the many things I'd like to uncover in my research is a way to control these creatures. Creatures of the paradox disappear when they're brought down. That's the main reason we're having a hard time.
I need to go back to the city.
You two are famous. People say that you're quite the swordsman. Do you care to prove that you're as good as they say? I recently received an urgent request from one of the labs at the Academy. They need a fang from a behemoth as soon as possible for a project they're working on. They don't want just any fang, though. They need one that's in pristine condition. Unfortunately, with the military's current weapons, there's no possible way to take down a monster of that size without ruining its fang in the process. Now that you know the situation, if you happen to come across any, would you mind sharing them with me? I know it's a lot to ask, but it would help me out so much. Thank you. I appreciate this. If you're as good as they say, this should be easy. Once the Academy gets their hands on an adequate sample, they're going to use it to research all sorts of things, such as the monster's biology and evolutionary background. How are things looking? The military took one down in an airship, but they burned it to a crisp.
marked that way for a reason. Be prepared. There's a considerable time-space distortion up ahead. The more dangerous a place is, the closer we may be to the center of the paradox. Any area that's off limits is marked that way for a reason. Be prepared. There's a considerable time-space distortion up ahead. Here, this must be the gate Hope was talking about.
Maybe. Yeah? What?
There's something on your mind.
Yeah, well, sure, but it's
No.
just personal stuff.
Stop.
Is it about the Cirrus?
That's right. Nice guess.
It must be so strange to be able to see beyond your own present.
That reminds me of something Lightning told me. She said that from Valhalla, you can see all of history.
If that's true, then the Padre Cirrus and Lightning have seen the same things. Which means Lightning already knows what's going to happen to us. Something had been bothering Noel. And it had been ever since we heard the story about the Padre Cirrus Hume. But, of course, he wasn't the only one who was troubled. Was it really lightning I saw in the flickering images of the prophecy? The only way to find out is to go through this portal and solve the paradox.
Ever, Grand Pulse, a land that bears the scars of ancient war, where flakes of crystal gather and shift like sand in the desert. The Academy has restricted access to this place because it is the homeland of the two heroines who turned to crystal and held Cocoon safe in the sky. It is a land that now, 200 years later, has been swallowed into a rift between time and space.
What's happening? The world is falling apart.
Is this a future where everything has been destroyed? Or is it a distant past before the world has even come into being?
Space-time has doubled and twisted on itself. The past and future are tangled together as one, Kubo.
The paradox is affecting space-time itself.
Right. And we have to find out what's causing this. Okay.
the fal'Cie, the ones who are left behind craved nothingness, an empty world.
Where did you hear that?
It's just an old fairy tale.